evening, everyone. cnoy Red Deer, thank you so much for coming out on behalf of the Mustard Seed and the Food Bank. What an awesome turnout. I think we're very close in terms of numbers, financial numbers, of hitting our goal. Not our goal, pardon me. The greatest number that ever has been raised in the history of cnoy Red Deer, and which is fantastic. And you know, the year that the community raised $89,000 that year was COVID year. So everyone wanted to get out, right? Let me out of here. I got to go out. I got to do something, right? And here we are again on the warmest night of the year at the coldest night of the year event. And there's going to be a 2K and a 5K walk. But we have a few things to say before we kick everything off. First of all, I wanted to say I am really blown away. The food bank as well. This gentleman here, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey everybody, my name is Richie. I am the chair of the board at the Red Deer Food Bank. Myself and many other board members work hard to make sure that we can get done what we need to get done, and all of us are just absolutely floored by everybody's contributions, you know, time-wise and financially, so can't say enough.
Red Deer, number 54 in funds raised right across the country. Isn't that outstanding? Fantastic, over $86,000, and the money's still coming in, which is wonderful. A couple of neat facts. Our two top teams raising money for cnoy Red Deer this year, the Nerd Herd and Team Abigail, they've been at each other, I think, trying to raise more money than the other, trying to outdo each other. No, they really do care, very compassionate, work very hard. All of you who actually supported those two teams, thank you so much. By the way, the Nerd Herd is number 58 across the country, and there's 6,400 teams registered. Let's hear it for the Nerd Herd. And then there's Team Abigail. They are number 65 across the country out of 6,400 teams. Let's hear it for Team Abigail. 232 plus walkers this year, over 56 teams, 34 volunteers and organizers. And when did you start organizing this event this year? When did you start? Was it back in the fall, or?
Yeah, sometime around November, December, right when we got our Christmas stuff figured out, is when we started rolling right into the coldest night of the year.
Outstanding. Let's hear it for the organizers, the volunteers, for a great job. I just want to say, we get a little personal here. Thank you, Red Deer, Central Alberta, for making a statement. You made a statement by coming here today and raising money, a statement to the most vulnerable of this community. I'm very proud of every one of you. Thank you so much for coming and participating and helping to raise money. The last time in point in time count, it's called, that's done through the city of Red Deer. The number is close to 800 people homeless in this city. And there are more. They could not count them all. But we at the Mustard Seed, we are trying to help individuals get off the road, get off the streets. We found housing for 120 of our guests last year. Isn't that awesome? Did you know 36% of our guests have full-time employment? Isn't that awesome? So they're finding hope. Our challenge at the Mustard Seed, and Rich is going to talk about the food bank in a minute. Our challenge is we are taking care of, we have a drop-in center for many guests that come for meals. Over 150,000 meals were served last year. Isn't that something? Yeah. 95,000 to school lunch program. 41,000 to-go meals as well, which help us build relationships. So we're building relationships with our guests. We're building trust. They're gaining confidence. We're finding them housing. We're making connections through various organizations so they can get the best care that they need. But we only have 46 beds in our emergency shelter. Yeah, and it's pretty much, there's no beds available every night. Has been that way for almost 2 years now. And many that are staying with us right now are struggling and they want to move out. So it's called an emergency shelter, but for many, it's a transitional housing project or place for them to stay. So our CEO in October approached our staff, and we were given, I guess, kind of authority to go and visit with the city of Red Deer and the province, and we have asked for 2 acres of land in this city that is properly zoned so that we could build, yes, permanent, supportive housing for between 70 and 100 people. We just need to know where should we be? And we like to work with the city and the province. So say a little prayer for us as we look for a place. I know there's backing in the city. There's a lot of our donors that want to get right behind our project. And you know what? When we move our guests out, guess what happens? Other sober guests can come in. And then we'll fill up that facility. And many times they come back and are a great encouragement to the others that are going through what they just went through. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate you. And I'll let Richie talk a little bit about the food bank.
Yeah, I don't need to go through a whole ton of stuff. I think most people here are familiar with what the food bank does. By being able to provide food to the community, we have a great opportunity. I can get into that with anybody who wants to, but for now I think Scott has given us a great segue into calling up our mayor, Ken Johnson, to say a couple of words.
There's a lot of rapping here. We had a rap star here singing and teaching us how to rap. Do you have any moves to show us?
You know, Scott, I'm not sure I have any moves. However, while I was waiting, and Scott was so gracious to tell me 3 minutes ago that you had to come up with something rap. So anyway, thank you for that. While we're here, let's give Scott a round of applause and all of the volunteers from the Mustard Seed, all of the sponsors tonight. It's just amazing. I've got some counselors here. We put a team in this year. We got Councillor Dirksen over there. We got Councillor Jeffries here. We got Councillor Cron. We've got Councillor Baruma, and I just want to make sure I got them all. And of course, we've got my wife Carolyn over here, who is a volunteer at the Mustard Seed, folks. You can volunteer, you can give your time. Every week, Carolyn's at the Mustard Seed, and she's also a donor, so that's pretty cool. So the city says, have an incredible event. I've been coming here every year, Scott. This is the most amazing crowd that I've seen in such a long time. I'd say we have a record. So it's a great night to walk. So the mayor wishes you well. So we got to do something rap here. Now I'm rap less, frankly, but I'm going to give this a shot. And it's all about the hockey game a couple of nights ago. Yeah. If you feel good, like I feel good, about that hockey game, here's my best. Now this is the best that I got. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do something like that. Anyway. Because Canada's so wonderfully humble, they thought that we'd take a big tumble. But when we came out of the gate, we said, no 51st state. And then the puck came round to Marner, and the crowd went, oh, Yana. And then it came out to McDavid, and the rest, baby, is in your face, Trumpy. Thank you so much. Have a great walk this evening. And Scott, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you. That was outstanding. Let's hear it again for Mayor Ken Johnson. And City Council, thank you so much. We want to kick things off. We need Jonathan Hildebrand to come up here right now. By the way, this guy here, Jonathan Hildebrand from the Mustard Seed, has done an outstanding job with Trista from the food bank, they put in a lot of work starting in December. So, do you have any words to say?
Thank you so much for being here. It's been actually incredible to watch the support over the last couple months and the way the money's come in. It's amazing. So thank you. Bless each one of you for being here.
Yeah, I'll go through some route rules in a little bit, but first I just want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors and partners. First and foremost, the Red Deer Public School Board, the Central Middle School, for giving us this wonderful space. So much room and everything is set up, so it's just beautiful here. Independent Grocery, IG Wealth Management, Montana's, Home Depot, Panago Pizza, Remax, Lululemon, Copper Cloud Events, Loaded Pierogi, Little John's, Acorn Energy, Sage Natural Wellness, Rethink Red Deer, Gameland, Cilantro and Chive, Starbucks, Final Acts, Gateway Vacations, North County Fair, and then Big 105, 106.7, Rewind Radio, RD News Now, Sunny 94, and the Wellness News. These are all the sponsors that have made this happen. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Well, my goodness, Red Deer, and frankly, may I say, my goodness, Alberta, because my God, look at this. This evening is amazing. It's coldest night of the year. It's a night of celebration, frankly, as the Mustard Seed said tonight, of community spirit, of community heart. A record crowd this evening, a record amount raised. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Thank you so much on behalf of the Mustard Seed and the Red Deer Food Bank for your participation in the coldest night of the year, 2025. You helped make it a tremendous success. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much. And we are getting very close to breaking the record that was set during COVID. Absolutely. For another time we had coldest night of the year in Red Deer. We believe that we will beat the record, and we're very excited about that. How many people loved Fairview School Choir? They were wonderful, beautiful singers. We're thankful to the Red Deer Public School Board, Central Middle School, for allowing us to host this event here. Fantastic place to host cnoy. I believe we're going to be coming back here next year, aren't we, Richie?
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so. That's right. And thanks again, here, Richie.
Alrighty, everybody. Just a last couple of housekeeping things. We have prize sponsors that we're very thankful for. They donated various prizes for top earners and all that good stuff. We're just working on finishing tallying that up, and then we'll be in contact with all of the teams who qualified. Other than that, I think we're all just very thankful, and I think Scott maybe has one more note.
One more note. I just want to say, Richie, it has been a pleasure again working, partnering with the Red Deer Food Bank. The success from the community, how they participated financially, volunteering and everything. Your committee, our committee working together, it demonstrates that two charities can work together and do great work.
Absolutely.
So it has been nothing but blessing to us, and we really appreciate you.
Thanks, Scott. I think we appreciate you as well, and it just shows the power of collaboration. When it comes to lifting people up, it doesn't have to be just financial or just time investment. It can be all kinds of things. So we're also very thankful for everybody here, and hope everybody gives themselves a final round of applause for participating and making this successful. Thank you, everybody.
Our event is just wrapping up here this evening at Central Middle School, coldest night of the year 2025, and we are 126% over our goal at $88,000. We, on the Mustard Seed side of things, are just incredibly grateful for this partnership. We could not have done it without the food bank. We could not have done it without the support of the city of Red Deer.
Yeah, and from the food bank side, we are just so thankful to see the amount of walkers that have shown up. The amount of people who just shown support for both of our organizations has been amazing. We're estimating about 230 to 250 walkers, which is absolutely phenomenal. And we're hoping to make next year even bigger. So get ready, Red Deer.
Yeah.